You will not believe this episode, guys. Today I am going down to Charlie's place. Do you remember the interview, the interview we had with Charlie back then? And he told us he's going to invite us at his place. So today we are going at his place. We're going to see how he lives. He's going to give us what the forex trading lifestyle can look like when you're making profits. So we're going there. Let's go. My bro.
How's it, my brother?
Finally we get to do this one. I couldn't wait to come here. I saw you in an episode with Steezy. Then I was like, you finally moved to your place. Because you told me.
I told you.
You always told me I need to move to a better place. I need to move to a better place. And boy, this is the place. This is not a better place. My brother, this is heaven. This is heaven.
This is what forex can do for you if you're
Wow. Yeah. I knew it's a fireplace when I started seeing the type of houses that are like down the block there.
Exactly.
And then when I arrived and then I saw it's an electric gate, I was like, okay, it's one of those.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, my boy is doing well right now.
Anyway, welcome home, brother.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
So I moved here about 3 months ago.
3 months ago?
I'm now in my 4th month.
Wow.
It's been about 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is a nice house, my bro. Can you remind the audience again? How old are you?
I just turned 21 yesterday. So yesterday, the 23rd of September was my birthday. I just turned 21.
I forgot to bring you a present. Wait, there's a cake in my car. There's a cake. Wait. There's a cake in my car. There's a cake in my car. There's a cake in my car. Let's go. Terry, help me sing this one.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, my bro. Happy birthday to you. You know.
Thank you, brother.
This is to life, to more money, to success, to everything. And I'll be honest with you about this cake. You know what happened?
Yeah.
The background story behind this cake.
Yeah.
It was meant to be Terry's cake. But for some reason, Terry likes cakes. Like, one of the reasons why he comes to my place is because he likes
I remember the
cake.
last time I was there for the podcast.
But for this specific cake, he didn't have the appetite.
Okay.
And
okay, so
you can
thank you, Terry, for not having an appetite.
So this is yours, my brother. You can
so
have this
is
one.
Actually, like the first cake for my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't had cake so far.Maybe on the weekend, but so far I was just home. So now my birthday is now.
I got you, my bro. Yeah. I mean, Terry will make you.
Thank you so much, Terry.
Yeah, so let's go in there and see what's popping in there. 21 and the lifestyle looks like this, guys. This is amazing. Like, when you picture it like this, wow.
Forex.
So thank you so much, my brother. You know, it's good to see guys at your age doing nice.
You're welcome, brother.
It's good. But I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why did you decide to move to a bigger space?
Okay, so that question brings us back to the beginning of everything.
Okay.
Why I'm trading in the first place.
Okay.
So the big reason why I'm also trading and why I work hard is for freedom.
Okay.
And having freedom also involves you staying in a better place, staying in a good place, being comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. So the space that I'm in really puts so much.
Yeah. This I'll tell you this. This is freedom. Look at my bat. I know the bat too. This is freedom. It feels free. And speaking of freedom, what do you see? I understand the conversation, but speaking around freedom at its biggest stretch, what do you see yourself when you say when you think about pushing towards freedom?
Okay, so I think pushing towards freedom is being in it's also a mental space that you can be in, where you don't have to go a day without stressing about money, about basic human needs. So I see myself being free from the whole point of having to stress about money, work for money. I want to be in a position where I can stress about other things. How can I better myself? How can I grow? So that's what I see freedom as.
Wow, that is so amazing. So this is beyond just living in a luxury space for you. This is about feeling like you are achieving your goal towards. But I have a question for you. Where do you get the confidence to like move out? Because trading is a risky a business, and today you're doing good, right? But what if you get a bad month, do you ever think about that? Like, what if I don't get a good month? What do I do?
Okay, so I think the main thing that helps me sustain myself or be good in the long run is I plan things in time. So me being in this house, it's not a move that I just woke up one day and I said I have enough money to afford that house. It's something that that's well thought out.
You've been thinking about this.
Yeah, so 6 months before I was here, I already knew I was going to be here, and I already have a whole plan. Or now I will sustain myself for the next 12 months, 24 months. So as much as you see me here right now, I already know what my next car looks like. I already know what my next house looks like. I already know what my next big project looks like.
Now that you say it like that, I can relate. I was telling someone in the previous episode that we were shooting, and I was telling them that, if you give me 100K right now, you got to show it. Like I know what I want to do with it. Give it to me right now. And so I relate to you when you say the next big thing. Give us a sneak peek. What do you see? Like what's your next big thing? Like your next big achievement?
Okay, so my next big achievement is not really in the in tangible stuff.
Okay.
Or let's say it's really like a whole movement that I want to have in Zimbabwe. So I want to be the voice of the young entrepreneurs, that everything is possible. So I want to get to a point where I make it I'm a living example of what's possible. How you can follow your dreams and everything can work out. So I think that's what I'm working towards right now, because I won't even lie to you, I'm really comfortable where I am, and I see myself being here for a while. But I actually see myself building that brand, that whole Carlfx brand. I want to be the voice of a whole group of people.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you are like, I need to walk this talk or this thought, and then I can actually, when I talk to people, I'll be telling it from a point of practice. That is so true.
And I'm also heavy on where I am right now. It's not my peak. I'm 12% into my journey. You haven't seen anything yet.
Wow.
So as I'm talking to someone, I'm not telling them aspire to be me, but aspire to be bigger or even better.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I feel this drive, like this drive. Everyone, when you hear everyone talk, you can feel a drive, Mamari. Like that's just normal human nature.
Yeah.
But I feel this extra drive in you. What's the inspiration around it? Where do you draw that from?
I think in general, I'm just someone who tries to do, with everything I do, I always try to have the best of it.
Okay.
So I told myself that if I'm going to be doing Forex, then I want to be the best. So there is no time, even if I'm to own, I don't know how many, even if I'm to own how many houses and cars, you will never see me get to a point where I get complacent, where I'm now comfortable. You always see me push. You always see me strive to be the best. If there's a new goal that has never been reached, I will make sure that I'm the first person to reach it. And after reaching it, there's always something above that.
Wow.
So I think it's all about the mindset.
But who is your like role model, if you want to put it like that?
In terms of my role, I think right now, I would say I don't really have like a specific role model, but the people that I look up to, I don't know if you know Happy Forex.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Benson.
Yeah.
Kojo Forex. I've followed those guys and I've seen those guys' journeys. You know, they really went from nothing to actually being, you know, one of the biggest traders worldwide. So I think that's what I aim for, and that's where I see myself going.
Yeah, that is so nice. I hope. But do you have the character in you? Like, you know, Anakojo, there are people who they make money, right? And then they'll show it in your face.
Yeah.
Will you?
Okay, showing money in someone's face, that's not really in me. But I think at a certain point, your lifestyle will be
showing.
It will be showing
the money in your face
without you trying. Without you trying, exactly. So let's say right now I'm to actually go buy a Lamborghini. It's going to be part of my lifestyle. If you're going to meet me, you're going to see that car. So I think to some extent, it's something that's also natural. And another thing that I've taken from those guys is the fact that, have you seen Reputable? He's so big on YouTube, but he's still consistent on YouTube. He posts every week like he has nothing. I saw when he went to Cape Town, he was vlogging with his phone, the whole thing. No one was taking he was vlogging by himself.
That's nice.
So he still has that drive. So I also aim to also get to the point of actually having that drive in whatever I do.
Oh, but what do you do with this big space? Are you married?
No, I'm not yet married.
You're not yet married?
I'm not yet married. But
are you in a relationship though?
Yeah, I am in a relationship.
So my sisters, there is, which camera would you want me to look at?
The boys of the market.
There is a slight chance because he's not yet married, but the chances are very slim.
Yeah.
So I could try to hook you up with one of those boys, you know. But you know, the Forex boys are doing well. Yeah. If I would try to hook you up, my sisters, there is going to be a chance. But tell me, Carl, are you only focused on trading, or you have other hustles?
Right now I'm all in on trading.
24/7 is what you do.
24/7 is what I do. And the good thing about Forex, right? It's not like you will see me on the charts 24/7. I actually have like a whole trading plan. There are times I'm on the charts. There are times I'm not on the charts. I have specific days that I'm on the charts. And there are specific rules that I follow. So for example, let's say I have had a winning week. I've taken 2 trades in a week and they win for take profit. I'm off the charts for the next week because, you know, I just have certain rules that I live by, certain principles that I follow myself to protect myself from.
Do you do account management?
No, I don't offer account management.
Do you have signal services?
I offer free signals in my Telegram group.
But paid?
Paid, no.
So all of this is funded. The rentals, fuel, food, what is funded by you placing a buy trade and a sell trade.
Exactly that.
I don't care whether this house is rented. I don't care whether you have parts, but the fact that you actually make the money from buying and selling, like there is actual profitability in it.
100%.
That one is worth respecting, because that's the tough part right there. That is the tough part right there. But how do you deal with your confidence, especially on the losing trade?
On the losing trades, I think over time understanding your strategy will definitely help you with the losing trades. Because for example, what you need to do as every trader, you have to understand your strategy. Number one, collect data on your strategy. So right now I'm at a point where I've back tested enough and I've forward tested enough to know that, let's say I'm to take 100 trades, 65 are going to be profitable.
Wow.
35 are going to be losses.
Okay, which is 65% win rate. Sounds bad, but if you ask me, that's very good.
So now I know that I have a risk to reward of 1:3. So if you are to actually be technical about it, with a 1:3 risk to reward, you need around 33% win rate to actually be profitable.
Yeah, that's true.
So with a 65% win rate, I'm really good.
Yeah,
so
you are
I
good.
can have 4 trades in a row, but I know that my winning streak is going to come. And with the risk to reward that I have, I know that I can lose 3 trades in a row. And my next trade, if it's a win, I'll cover all the losses. So I can have 3 losing trades and I'll still be in the same position that you're seeing me right now. I'll be very happy. I can have 3 winning trades and I'll be in the same position because I know that's how it is. So you need to collect data as a trader. Backtest and forward test, they are both important.
But that is so true. But how long did how much of data collection did you do to the point where you actually landed on the fact that, you know what, I'm 65% profitable? How much of data do you go back?
Okay, so if you want to understand a strategy, backtest. But if you want to master a strategy, you should forward test. Because backtesting, number one, it doesn't involve the whole time element where a trade could even be consolidating for 4 hours before take profit. Because if you're backtesting, it's sort of like immediate results.
You see it.
Yeah. So when I was still learning my strategy, I think I was backtesting for about 3 months, and I was also trading, but I wasn't profitable. Then now, me understanding my strategy was me forward testing, actually taking prop firms, taking real trades, but journaling everything. I think in about 2 months, I had a rough idea of what it looked like. Then after 6 months, I actually had a clear picture of, okay, fine. Now I need to refine my strategy. How do I refine it? Oh, if I take trades on Mondays, I'm losing. Or if I do this and this and this. So for you to be profitable, it's a process of forward testing and you refining your strategy.
What does forward test mean?
Forward testing means taking a trade in real life markets and also documenting everything.
Wow. So you went from back testing and then you were trying them out on a demo account until you were actually certain that this thing works.
This thing works. Then now everything you're doing afterwards is forward testing. Because right now I'm at a point where I can take a trade and I don't journal because I already have the data that I need.
Which strategy do you use?
So I trade ICT, but if you look at how I traded, you really won't define this textbook ICT because I've also
incorporated
to also suit me.
So it's basically ICT and a bunch of your personal understanding of the market.
Exactly.
Would you recommend every trader, like any normal trader, to just go straight to ICT?
I think for every trader, you should, that whole phase of hopping from strategy to strategy, it's very important. You have to go through it because that's when you find your strategy.
I support you there.
Yeah. So for me to tell every trader ICT is the way, I think I'd be lying. Because every strategy works. There's a strategy that I used to trade. I think you know it, the whole wedge, then the breakout.
I know it.
I used to trade that in my first year of trading. I learned it from the FX course. It was their course, it's the breakout thing. And I wasn't profitable with it. But now after going to ICT, I realized the same thing I was trading. And, with a different understanding, it's the same thing that
you are trading now.
That I was trading back then. So now I just realized it was a matter of my mind shifting from, expecting that holy grail, that strategy that works 100%, to you getting the strategy that works sometimes, and you knowing how to have an edge over the market with that strategy that works sometimes.
I hear many people talking about edge. What do you guys mean when you say you finding an edge over the market?
So finding an edge over in the markets basically means you know what makes you a winning trader.
Okay.
So maybe there's a certain strategy that you're trading, and then finding that the edge over the strategy is figuring out what makes the strategy lose and cutting out the losses. So if I trade this strategy on a Monday, it makes me lose. So maybe I should stick to Tuesday and Thursday. So now you now have an edge over the markets, where you're now winning more than you're losing. Or where now you're actually now withdrawing from the markets more than you're depositing.
That does make a lot of sense. And how long did it take you until you found your edge?
I found my edge when I was about 3 years, 6 months in, around there.
3 years, 6 months around there.
Yeah. And when I found the edge over the markets, I could now trade. When it comes to technical analysis, I could now trade, but now I had to work on my mindset. So now you can actually be a good trader on the charts, but if your mindset isn't the right mindset for trading, if you don't have discipline, if you don't have patience, that will also take you time before you can actually master yourself.
That does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Tell me something, Carl. Where do you see yourself in the next, I would say 5 years?
Okay, so in the next 5 years, I actually see myself among the big traders in Africa. I actually see myself.
The target is Africa, not Zim.
It's Africa. I want to.
It's always been Africa.
Yeah, it's always been Africa. I want to represent myself in the African space, and I want to be one of the youngest in the Forbes 30 under 30. I'll still be.
You have 9 years to prove that. So
exactly.
It's very possible. Me, I have what? 2 years.
Yeah. So that's definitely one of the goals that I have.
I'm gonna 40 under 40.
I didn't go for it's still there.
There's 40 under 40.
Yeah, I think I better.
So I will also target for Forbes 40 under 40 Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Yeah.
So that's amazing, my bro. But do you see yourself achieving these dreams, focusing mainly on trading?
I think I do, because one thing I'll tell you about where I am right now, I'm actually living testimony of anything you can imagine, you can bring it to life. Because looking at where I am right now, a year ago, I wasn't in a position where I could actually sustain myself, but I had a whole vision. I had a vision about. I saw myself here, and everything I ever told myself I was going to achieve, I managed to achieve.
It's manifesting.
So I've seen that if I give myself a certain goal, if I can imagine something, I see myself there. So far, there's nothing that I ever told myself I'll have this by then, and I failed to do it. So when you actually see me tell you my long-term goals, I'm really confident I will achieve them.
Wow.
And hopefully the podcast is still out by that time, so we can actually go back in time and
this
and
podcast,
look at everything. Yeah.
If there's anything about me, this I can promise you.
Yeah.
When I start something, I will give it my last fight energy to make sure it survives. If I could tell you what this podcast has been through just in the name of survival, it should have been dead. So that one I can promise you, any day, anytime, it will be alive, unless it comes to the worst. But nothing dies under my hands. Nothing dies under my hands.
Anyway, for example, Tim, I don't want to cook today, so I got you guys food. So you guys brought me cake.
No, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Do you guys even cook muribanap?
Yeah, I do cook sometimes.
Do you? I do not believe that you guys actually cook. I think the only time you cook is when your girl is around. And then she cooks, you are cutting onions, and then you think that you cook. My guy, you do not cook.
I've actually learned a lot of recipes in the past. I've been growing even in terms of cooking. I can actually now
wait. What's that one recipe or no big guy that we know?
Yeah.
Any day cow crashes this.
Chicken.
Chicken, what's that one?
No, I mean chicken.
Oh, chicken. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I really know how to make my chicken. I can really make it for you. I boil it. I marinate it. I even have spices everywhere. So if I can show you how many spices I have in there.
Let's see the spices in there, because whoa, let's count them. There is one. What's this one? Portuguese chicken.
Yeah.
What's this one? Portuguese chicken.
Yeah.
You're not winning right now, my guy. What's this one?
Beef.
Okay. What's this one?
Portuguese chicken.
Yeah,
I love cooking chicken. You even have more,
okay. What's this one?
Barbecue
sauce. Amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
What's this one?
And we haven't even looked at all this, so I have many spices.
When we can talk about spice.
Yeah.
These ones we'll count them as wine. This one. Okay. What else? What about this? What's going on here? Do you hit the gym?
I don't, but Monarch does. This is black pepper. I also use black pepper in
But you can cook. It's a good spice though.
No, I'm not trying that. Monarch actually hits the gym, so yeah, he uses creatine.
I have used creatine. It's good. Especially,
I'm actually,
let me see.
You know, we actually have like a mini indoor gym here, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I'll show you.
I want to hit a few weights in there.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. But I don't think we have heavy weights though.
No problem. We hit. You can never ever get tired of. I
wanted to show you the stuff I used to marinate my chicken in the fridge. It's covered by the camera, but next time.
Maybe next
you know what.
Yeah, but there are a few more spices in there. You try your stuff.
I'm telling you, and try my stuff.
And you know what? Yeah. The way you have Portuguese chicken in all types and forms and what. Yeah, it says it all.
It says it all.
It says. What's this?
So that's jelly dessert.
You know, I used to the boarding school that I learned at primary school.
Yeah.
they used to serve jelly and pudding like no man's business.
Until you didn't like it anymore.
If you give me jelly, I can tell you how long did it stay in the fridge.
Yeah.
Like, was it too long? Was it too early? Was it?
Yeah.
I just know jelly like that. I'm not African when it comes to jelly. I know jelly back and forth.
So you can save yourself.
Okay, thanks, my bro. Thanks, my bro.
I do cook, but most of the time.
This time it was impromptu. You didn't want to take the chances of cooking for us.
No. No. That's actually risking everything, putting everything on the line.
Yeah, as we are used to, me and Terry were used to.
Yeah.
We're used to women's food. So yeah,
exactly. So
to impress people like us, it's a very tough bar. If you hear
for
me
married
say,
men, I wouldn't really cook for married men. But if I knew you guys were bachelors, I was going to cook, and I know that you're going to.
For the boys, you can cook.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is you are doing something that most traders envision, but they are too scared to try. Like, just do it. Come out of that house
move out. Exactly.
Move out. Yeah. We're tired of you seeing you club Bukawani.
Exactly.
And then that's it.
Because I also think even that whole clubbing every weekend thing that we see from most traders.
Yeah.
I think it's to also prove a point that I'm still relevant. If it makes sense.
Yeah.
So if you're doing well for yourself in other aspects of your life, you don't really need to prove to anyone you're still relevant. You don't need to prove to anyone you're still doing well for yourself. Because you need to be posting a bottle every weekend. I don't know of what, but an expensive bottle every weekend to show people that no, I made money last week.
That's
if
true.
People can
That's
see your
true.
lifestyle being consistent, you're staying in a nice place, you're still driving your nice car, your life, you're living, you're doing well for yourself.
I'll tell you this.
You don't need to prove anything to anyone.
I'll tell you this. Yeah. The last trader.
Yeah.
When I can't call him young now because he's a little bit older.
Yeah.
But the last trader that I knew who wasn't afraid to do this was Russell. Uh-huh. You know Russell, the one is now based in SA.
Yeah.
Russell used to stay at a nice place all the time. Consistently. Uh-huh. And I could tell that it actually improved his trading journey because you know have a go to work towards.
You know have a go to work towards too.
Russell would kill the market when rent is due. It's not like something that I would advise good.
Yeah. But trade to pay.
He would kill the market when rent is due.
Yeah.
When he's back here in Zim, I hope I can host him.
Yeah.
But that guy, yo.
Yeah. I think it has actually happened to me once before though.
What do you mean?
There's a time I needed money for something urgently, like it was that urgent, and I had with the last one I was like, I would deposit,
and then we'll see how it goes.
Yes, it went well, but it's not something I told myself I'll do again. I'll never put myself in a situation where I have to trade to pay for rent, for something important, for any of my bills that I need to sustain myself. I'll never do that again.
I would put myself in a situation whereby I'm like covered for the next couple of months, and then I jump in. If I can cover it for the next couple of months,
you can afford it.
And the energy that I put in to save, to manage, to cover for the next couple of months, if it's not too hard, I would jump in. Mm-hmm. I would jump in.
Because it's also almost like me coming to stay here. The first question I ask myself is, if something was to happen to me and I had to be hospitalized for 6 months, can I still stay at that house?
Wow. But what about your parents? What do they think when they see you here?
This is my second house, right? Mm-hmm. I moved. Mm-hmm. So the first time I moved, it was more of they could see results, but they were still, as parents, it's out of instinct to still be worried. Mm-hmm. Okay, will this work out?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah, until they actually get to a point where they tell you, if it doesn't work out, you can still come back. Then they actually see, a few months go down the line, there's progress in his life. There are also some personal things you're doing, and you're also doing something at home, maybe. Then they actually start to get to be comfortable with you being there, until a point where they're actually now proud of you. So the whole move of coming here, they were mostly proud. And seeing everything I was doing in the house and everything, they were mostly proud. And,
I would be proud. Are you the firstborn?
No, I'm actually the last one.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about the other guys? The
Yeah.
ones that are ahead of you?
Yeah.
Where are they now?
They are doing their personal lives. They are doing pretty well for themselves.
None of them trades.
No, I'm the only trader in the house. My sister actually wants to learn trading. She's been telling me she wants to learn trading for the longest, and I've had some sessions with her, but I'm at a point where I'm like, if I'm trading in the family, why do you also need to trade? I believe each household needs one trader, you know.
it can be all of us. It's just one is enough.
Yeah, one is enough. That's the power of trading. One person can change a whole family. The whole narrative of a family can be changed by one person.
That's true.
You don't need the whole family to be trading. Only one person is enough. Yes, if you're doing it for fun, but don't do it because you're out of ideas that, okay, I don't have any other thing to do, so let me just try trading. No, don't put yourself under the stress.
It doesn't have to be like that.
Because trust me, trading can really, really have like a mental toll on your mental health.
What about, because I understand, at what stage did you leave school?
So I finished school A-levels. I completed my A-levels. I was by St. George's. So I actually managed to complete.
Wait. You were by St. George's, the St. George's?
Yes.
On a scale of comfortability,
Yeah.
how much do you think you come from a comfortable background?
I think my background is it's okay. Growing up, I had most of the things that I wanted growing up, but it also came from within to know that I can sustain myself from things that are from parents, or because I actually had a chance to actually go for university, go to university and have it fully paid for, but I had my own path that I wanted to take.
Wow.
Yeah, and right now it's not like I said I'm a dropout. I still want to pursue studies, but not the traditional way.
How do you plan on pursuing studies?
Okay, so in school I actually did sciences, as you see me right now.
Serious?
I had a crazy combination. I used to do maths, physics, chemistry, and IT. As you see me right now.
How many points did you get?
I did well. I actually had double digits.
Double digits?
Yeah,
Wow.
I did well.
Wow.
I did well in school. But at the same time, I have my own, and also me doing, I studied those subjects, but they're not things that I enjoyed. So I actually got to a point where I had to choose for myself. Okay, fine. Now that I've completed school, I have the basics that I need. I want to take this path. And fortunately, it went well.
Would you encourage someone to drop out? Let's say it's working out for them.
Yeah.
Would you encourage them to drop out and pursue like something else? Let's say maybe it's not even trading.
Yeah.
Pursue something else, drop out at A-level. Would you encourage them to do that?
Okay, so I think the question now comes back to what you want to do. Does it stop you from learning? Because right now, if I was for my case, if I was to go to university, I was probably going to study to become a doctor or some sort of engineer based off what I was doing. But that wasn't the path for my life. I want to have a business degree at some point in my life. So that's something I can do even after 5 years after leaving school. So if what you want, so there wasn't really like a need for me to go to university immediately. But if you are going to school right now and you can still go to school and maybe you want to push music and you're also kind of passionate about what the degree you're doing at school, then go for it. I wouldn't say there's any setback to you not going to school. It's actually a good thing because you learn a lot whilst you're at school. But if you're still undecided and you don't know what you want, then maybe you should take a gap year or two as you figure out what you want to do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is so true. This podcast would be a waste of time if you don't see your trading room, how you trade, get to see where the action is done, where the life sustenance is done. So let's go to see the trading room, guys.
Yeah.
And we'll see where the magic happens there. Catch you in the trading room. So guys, this is where the magic happens. The boy uses his bedroom as his trading room. I don't know what happens there, sleep and trading. I don't know what wins. But as you can see, it's a beautiful house. It's a beautiful bedroom. And you can see There's what do they call this? The
walk-in
walk-in
closet.
closet.
Yeah.
And that's where he does his doo-doo down there. But yeah, it's a nice. You can see his designer clothes from college. So yeah, it's a beautiful, nice house. So do you have a running trade there? What's going on?
I actually have a small gold trade that I'm holding, and I'm currently up 36 pips. So this is to just
0.01 is an $60 profit. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So sometimes it's not even about the capital, and the reason why I have it like this is to also show you that sometimes it's not about having those big lots open. If you have the skill, if you know where the market is going, you can actually have a 0.01, the lowest lot size, and it could actually feed you. Could actually pay for something.
That is so true. And guys, this account, as you can see, it has a deposit of 1.5, it has a profit of 1.3, and a withdrawal of 2.3. This history is over.
So just put it on the last month. It's all from, because these trades are from last week. If you can check my first deposit, it was on the 18th, and today is the 24th of September.
Yeah, but this is impressive stuff. This is impressive stuff. So let's see on your charts. How did you get to analyze this trade?
Okay, so this trade, my entry was on. Let me just go. So my entry is on 3711. So I think you're familiar with the price movement.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just try and mark that out on the charts, and I'll show you how exactly I got that entry.
Yeah.
Over there. Okay. So the first thing that determined my entry is I first go to my higher time frame, which is the daily or the 4 hour, to determine my bias.
Okay.
So in this case, I have this secret tool called the Fibonacci. It's a very good tool, trust me.
The Fibonacci is amazing.
It's amazing.
If you're a trader and you don't use Fibonacci, I don't know what you're doing.
So what I now do is I mark my recent highs. So for example, this was my recent high before the trade.
Okay.
And this was my recent low before the trade.
Okay.
Right. So now I take my Fibonacci, I drag it from the low to the high of the range we just made.
Okay.
So what this does, it shows me where the market is most likely to retrace to.
Okay.
So I usually get my entries by the yellow line, but in this case you can see, so this is the extreme side of my entries. It tipped that side and then we started going up.
Okay.
So the unfortunate thing that happened is that this movement, this retracement happened market open Sunday evening, and I was sleeping.
Okay.
So when I woke up, the market was already around here,
somewhere up there.
So all I had to do was to now go to my lower time frames so I can actually get an entry. So now that's when I went to my lower time frames. So I started with the 15 minutes. I started with the 15 minutes, and as you can see right now, there wasn't anything clear because I was really.
Are you still going to use the Fibonacci now?
Yeah, right now. Okay, let me just clear drawings so people can also.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more visible there.
Yeah. Okay. So now this was around the New York session, around 3:30. So at that time, I also wait for another retracement in the markets.
Okay.
So now I went to my charts, and I now knew that right now we are very bullish. The market is confirmed to be very bullish, and I've also been bullish for the past about 3 months. And I've been sharing on gold.
Wow.
And I've been sharing my signals. Most of them have been bullish. So now we'll see that we're this low that we made over here, and with this high that we made over here. And you will see that the market, our retracement zones.
Oh, it's very clear there.
It literally came right in that zone. And if you also go into that zone and try see if we have a market structure shift. If we are to go to lower time frames, it's a trade from the beginning of week, so we have to go back in time. But if you are to also go into your lower time frames and try see, do we have any sort of market structure shift in the zone, you actually see that we have a market structure shift, and also it was also a retracement. So when we had this break of structure, so we went up, then we retraced. When we broke this going to the upside, this is a break of structure. Wait for retracement. So so there were many confluences supporting that trade idea. Then I executed.
Wow.
for this trade, and I've just been holding since. But right now that I'm actually analyzing with you, if you go to our daily time frame, you actually see that the same concept that we are talking about. So I want people to also even see how this plays out. So from what I'm seeing right now,
can you move the one a little bit
okay.
higher?
So from what I'm seeing right now, if we were to take our same Fibonacci, I'm still bullish, but I see a very deep retracement coming. If we were to draw Fibonacci from the low to the high, we might be expecting a huge
retracement all the way to 62%.
Yes, starting from the
50%.
from
Okay.
the equilibrium.
Okay.
So
okay.
all the way into this zone, we could have a retracement in that zone.
Okay.
So right now, this is what we could be looking at. But my strategy is just based on my buyers, then my liquidity zones, then I get my entry.
That is so simple, so straightforward, and so accurate. I use Fibonacci too a lot actually, and it does make sense that you say that.
Yeah.
It does make sense.
So I just wanted to show you some of the setups that I take, because I also keep screenshots of everything. So this is one of the trades. So this was actually on a YouTube live stream.
Wow.
And these are pictures from the live stream, because I've been live streaming on my channel. So the trade, sorry. So you can see I had given where it was going to go to. So I told people it's going to go to that zone. Then we're going to buy all the way. And look at how it moved.
Yeah, there is beautiful price
went
delivery
all the
there.
way to take profit 3. This is another trade. Remember, the concept was telling you that we could have those trend lines. So I'll also share the screenshots with you. Or should I screen record here?
Nah, it's okay. You can share the screenshots.
Okay. So you can see right here, we have our trend line, and the market literally delivered exactly like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is...
So I could give you many examples of how I trade, and it's literally the same thing. And these are some of the profits that we can have sometimes. In the group, and it's all free. I'm not charging anyone to be in this group.
It's very free.
I'm not
charging. We share the link to this group on your
in the bio.
In the bio, so that everyone can get access to it, because wow. So wow, those are humongous profits.
yes. So that's basically how I trade. So I think for a beginner, if you want to learn how to actually analyze the markets, the first thing that I tell you to do is sometimes focusing on one pair helps you a lot.
Wow.
So the first thing would be focus on one pair. Then the second thing is understand how that pair moves. Okay. So when you understand how that pair moves, for example, right now I've been trading gold and I know gold has been bullish. So already before I even analyze, the chances I buy and make money, they're very high.
They're very high, yeah.
Number 2, now master your entries. So for this whole Fibonacci thing, I also don't think it helps you have winning trades, but it also helps you. When you know the bias, it works. But if you don't know the bias, then
it can help you.
Then it can help you.
The first thing that every trader should do, I feel like they should look for a bias when they are trading there, when they are analyzing. Which is
if even this buy move where we're in right now, I actually saw it over here. If we could just draw our Fibonacci from the low to the high over here, you can see how we tapped into that 62 level. So I use this
all the way up.
I use these extensions as my take profit levels, and I've been using this tool since. So even you will see that there are even times during the day where you can actually use it. That's how
it can work on any time frame.
Any time frame. That's how I basically trade my market. So
guys, that was a quick analysis, a quick analysis breakdown of a real-time trade that is holding and how you actually get to do it. And one more thing before I leave. Where is the camera guy? Terry? Guys, this is what is called a love couch. This right here is called a love couch. Let me teach you something. When you make money from Forex, you need to learn something. This is called a love couch. I'm sure you understand what it does.
To me, it's for Netflix because
Okay,
I have the TV right across here.
Okay, when you have a love couch, this is what you do. You go with your girlfriend to the carpenter, and they measure your height and the height of your height and the height of your girlfriend. That is how this thing is made. This is a real life tip. If you want happiness in your life, this is the kind of tip that you need to take.
Or if you just want to watch Netflix, if you're so innocent like I am.
That thing is not for Netflix. You need to trust me on that one. So yeah, guys, that was just a quick analysis, a breakdown of what you need to do
Also,
if you.
Euro USD.
Yeah, let us give you another one. Let us give you another one before. Otherwise, you just think we are enough love couch.
Okay, so this is a Euro USD. It's one of those setups that I call the textbook setup.
Okay.
It's so straightforward.
Okay.
If you see it, you really understand what we're talking about. Okay, so this is Euro USD. So I'll just analyze the way I analyze if I'm analyzing myself. So the first thing that I do is I go to my higher time frame. I try to figure out what's happening with Euro USD, what's happening with the pay. So now, after I now know what's going on. So on the higher time frame, on the daily, Euro USD is pretty much consolidative.
Okay.
And then now I go to my 4 hour. I can see that we've been bullish. It's been going upwards. Then after realizing it's been going upwards, I was in this zone. So on the 1 hour, there was still nothing on my end. So I now went to the 15-minute time frame.
Okay.
And how the whole market structure shift concept works is how the market works. It goes up, retraces down, goes up, retraces down, goes up, retraces down. So every time it retraces, we're looking for more buys, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But if you see the market breaking the last short-term intermediate low that we made, it means that there was a change in
market structure.
So after we have a strange in market structure, we wait for retracement into a fair value gap or into a premium zone.
Okay.
So now even when we now have a market structure shift, it's also safe to come here and take my Fibonacci high to low. And I would actually expect the market to retrace to this zone before we can.
It can go down. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's the whole concept behind my strategy.
And if I were to add, if you're using these concepts, something that would help a lot is this. It gives a lot of information. This previous high getting taken out, but not just getting taken out, but price closing below
candle closures.
Yeah, it doesn't have to close above. If it closes above, then that just means it's making higher highs.
Exactly.
But when it goes and takes out the previous high and it strongly closes below, you know that you are in for some kind of market reversal. So it's another thing that can help you to see how valid your market reversal is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm actually also learning a thing or two from you. But I also do agree with you on that one. Usually, if it's a liquidity sweep, it leaves a week.
Yeah,
it's usually
it's a very strong week.
So for example, what happened here? We had all this liquidity lying in this zone, all this liquidity, and then we went above it, closed, and then immediately reversed. So now I know that the market actually wants to reverse. So after that happened, so in this diagram, I was showing you guys the short-term intermediate lows we're making, and we broke it over here. So in this zone, we had this one over here. It's visible, huh?
Now it is.
Okay. So in this zone, this is the short-term intermediate low we're looking for. So even if the market was to do whatever it does here, as long as we haven't broken below here and closed below that, I wouldn't consider the market structure shift. So now that we closed below this low, and now the market is now below that, I now wait for retracement. So if I want to wait for my retracement, I can now take my Fibonacci 2. So usually if there are weeks involved, big weeks, I use candle closures. So now I draw high to low. And you see that the market actually came to equilibrium in that zone over there, and it went down. So if you are to go to the 1 hour, you see that it will actually tap the 62 level. Let me just... because now the wick is no longer up there. We are now working with this over here. So it perfectly came to tap the 62 level.
Wow.
And now
then-
we are going downwards. So this will be my TP1, TP2, TP3. I usually end at TP3, but sometimes it actually goes all the way
All the way
all
down.
the way down there. And if you also want to have one of those crazy trades, if you are to go lower in this zone, I'll also try show you something over here. In this zone in here, if you are to go on a low time frame, you can even find more entries, more
Is it?
sniper entries.
Oh yeah, I think I see what you're talking about.
Can you see how
The market took out the previous low and then
yes,
bounced back to the premium zone, and yeah.
high low, something like this? We made this low, small low over here, we went higher, and we now came back. So now someone could actually get the entry in here.
Okay.
Stop
Okay.
loss to sell all the way down there. And where would your stop loss be now? You now have that sniper entry. Now you have your entry right in this zone. So some call this an order blocker.
Yeah, someone would.
You now have if you're aiming for your 1:3, you can easily have your 1:3. So what I like about this, having these low time frame entries, if on the 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, it's all confirming sales, then you see a market structure shift on the 1 minute. Trust me, take it. That's what we did with Steezy. And in minutes,
it gives you those sniper on the dot entries.
Yeah.
On the dot.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, more knowledge, more power, more wisdom, more money. That is coming right to your doorstep. So yeah, thank you, my brother. I think you have one of the, I won't say best because I don't want to work on your confidence, but
Yeah.
it's a good strategy. Why? It's simple, it's straightforward.
Yeah.
You can explain it to a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a strategy should be about. It shouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be hard. So, guys, now that you've made it this far, we're now going to give you a tour of the room. Unless, do you have anything else that you want to share?
Yeah, it's just a little bit of advice for them.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think in trading, it's also okay to know everything, but to get to a point where you know everything and you pick one thing and you master one thing. So if you guys can see how I trade, I'm literally trading the same thing. I'm looking for the same thing across all pairs. Master one thing. You can know everything. You can know about fair value gaps, order blocks, but just trade one thing. So for me, it's mainly this market structure shifting.
Yeah.
Or knowing my buyers. If I know
yeah.
I'm bullish, I wait for my retracement, then market structure shift, and I'm in for my buy continuation up.
That's
Exactly that.
That's the way the simplicity issue comes down there. Yeah, it's really, really amazing when you master something and then you scale it down, make it simple. What? So yeah. Any more advice?
For now, work hard, guys. Work hard.
For now, just work hard, guys. That was a very nice analysis you did right there, my brother. But tell me something about this house. What is your, like, how big is this house?
It's actually a 4-bedroom house. So there are 4 bedrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
4 beds is too many beds.
Another thing I love most about the house is I have a washing machine. My landlord actually gave me a washing machine.
Wow.
The house came with the washing machine, so
you don't do no laundry?
I don't do laundry.
That is a bachelor's favorite thing to do.
Oh yeah, and another thing. So so this is where I control all my alarms from. So I can just arm my house and everything is armed. Outside, inside, if there's anyone to actually come, any movement outside,
Okay.
I will know. So it will also alert me on the cameras where there's someone, and so it's very modern.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And
it's what about this room? What's going on in here?
okay, so this room, as of right now, I don't really have a plan with it, but I've been using it as the guest room. So if I have guests over, they are welcome by this room, but at the same time, there's also the gym in here.
There's an actual gym, my guy. There's an actual gym. What's happening? You want to gain some muscle?
Very soon. I've been procrastinating.
Have you guys ever noticed that I actually have some muscle? Why has anyone never commented on
You have some muscles.
My wife will kill you. Yeah, but it's actually a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
I actually had a chest workout today, so I guess it was a prophetic manifestation of today's episode.
You see. So
yeah, but it's a good one.
And at the same time, I was also thinking of having as the trading room. So having desk in here, so we can always trade. Because I told you I have people who do similar things around me. There's Monarch.
Oh.
He does the same thing. So we could actually have like a trading room or a studio setup. Since I told you I want to be pushing content more seriously,
yeah,
and I want to be the biggest, so it all be coming from here.
It could be done in that magic guest room.
Yeah.
No visitors allowed.
No
the
visitors
guest room
allowed.
has another purpose, and now this is the
main living room. So this is the living area. That side is the dining, and trust me, it really came out better than I thought it would. It really came out well.
It's a nice room. Look at this TV.
Yeah, it's a huge TV. It's an 85-inch Hisense TV.
Wow.
And I have my PlayStation here. So after trading, if I want to relax, I can just always come in here, cool off, game.
Yeah, this is
It's pretty comfy in here.
So guys, that was my episode with Carl. And I'm sure you can see I have made myself comfortable. I am now living on the couches like it's my own home because yeah, it's that comfortable. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you don't subscribe, thunder fire you, and yeah, stay blessed. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys.